Hello everybody and welcome back to Farming Simulator on the Farming Legend map. So today what we're going to be doing is a bit of whole crop harvesting. This is basically where we take in the entire crop, in this case it's going to be oilseed rape, and we throw it into the back of a trailer. So let's hope this all goes to plan. We do have quite a few carters and there is I think 3 foragers, so yeah, it should be quite a fast job, I'm hoping. We're obviously going to move on to different fields as well, but we have, obviously me in this forager, we've got Olis 9 and Chainsaw 100 in the forager over there. Now as far as I'm aware, Chainsaw 100 is actually producing his own video as we speak. So basically he is producing a similar video, but from a totally different perspective, and obviously it's going onto a different channel as well. It's going onto his own channel. Then yeah, if you want to see that, you can follow the link down below, and I'll probably put a link at the end of the video as well. So yeah, just if you're wanting to see another angle from the multiplayer server, that is quite a good way of doing it. Right, so what is the best way of going about this? Shall we cut down the middle? I think we probably should do, just because we've got 3 of us and it would be quite tricky to go up and down the field. So doing it this way, we would be basically going around in circles, which I think would make it easier. Yeah, it is indeed a decent map. Now we do have to stick fairly close here, as we are having the tractor behind us, only for this time, just for this one pass of the field. The tractor has to stick right up close, otherwise it's not going to be able to throw it far enough. But yeah, it's only the once that we have to do this, so it will soon pass, we'll be able to do it properly. How straight am I going? Not very straight by the look of it. Yes, I will try my best to stay straighter in future. So, we've got some comments here. Where will we take the chaff to? BGA, I guess. I'm just posting a comment there. Not the most helpful comment, because I don't even know where the BGA is. The McLean biogas plant, I guess it's that one down there, which is actually quite a long way from here. Near field 16. Somebody else is mowing. Yeah, this is going to be much easier. This way, nobody is getting in the way of anybody else. The foragers just keep going, and we don't have a head-on collision, which would be, yeah, just annoying, quite frankly. A lot of reversing going on there would be, so doing it this way is just far easier. I have done whole crop harvesting before, but it's taken me some time to actually do it again. The main reason why is because you really do need to do it in multiplayer. You need a good supply of trailers, and obviously decent players, which we have today, which is very nice. It's always nice to have decent players in the server. In fact, actually, to be fair to everybody, most of the time we do have very good players, so we are lucky. You just get the odd one every now and then who tries to spoil it for the rest, but luckily they are few and far between. Okay, so I probably should think about another field after this one. I don't know the best place to go to. The 2 really big fields, fields number 19 and 20, they've got soybeans. I don't really think we should do soybeans as a whole crop harvest, as it's worth so much. In fact, the canola is worth quite a bit as well. But yeah, this is just a decent sized field for 3 of us to be working in. Well, I say 3 of us, there's about 7 of us. Alex wants a tractor. I'd better just buy one, just because I don't actually know if we have any decent sized tractors for these trailers. We did have a few. I suppose we could get the Case Optum 300. I love that tractor. Really good one. Okay, so those 2 are together over there. That's good. Chainsaw 100 and Guitar Man are over there. And obviously we've got Ali Jan. Hopefully I've just pronounced that correctly, and somebody else as well. The name tags don't really show up very well for a very long distance, which is, I suppose in some ways, quite good because it's easier for screenshotting, but then you don't really know who everybody is. Right, so anybody saying anything in the chat? Yeah, there are a few things, but I don't think it's anything to do with me, so I don't actually know what they're talking about. Maybe I've totally missed something. I'm guessing there was a conversation going on there a second ago. Nathan is harvesting a field. It's good to hear. In fact, we did have about 3 or 4 combine harvesters somewhere, so I would have thought there is another team somewhere else on the map doing all of that stuff. Now don't worry, we're not going to be doing whole crop harvesting for the entire episode. I'm hoping to do something else, although when I say something else it might just be me carting, so still doing whole crop, just from a different angle. Can I have your trailer please? I'm not sure who he's talking to. And we can buy another one if necessary. Oh, he's talking to Con 420. I probably should just buy another one. But having said that, we don't really need so many trailers. We'll see how we go, but I think you'll agree this is actually going very quickly. We're harvesting this fast. I have moved across into this section of the field. Look, it's already being cultivated. That is efficient. I think Olis 9 is going to be okay with finishing this off over there. I don't really want to be getting in the way, so we'll just finish off here. We've got a quad track on one of those really large crone trailers. It's taking quite some time to fill up this trailer. A surprising amount of time, actually. I am surprised how slow it is. I suppose this field hasn't actually been fertilised, I don't know for sure, but I certainly haven't done it, so chances are it hasn't been. I'm not saying that the other players wouldn't fertilise, it's more that we probably don't even have a fertiliser spreader, so they couldn't do even if they wanted to. Oh, and also, yeah, I don't think the fertiliser trigger is working. I may be wrong, but somebody had mentioned something like that before. So, yes, that would definitely confirm that nothing's been fertilised if the trigger doesn't even work. Right, if I just go over here, I'm getting a bit enthusiastic, I just turn my steering wheel so tight, I hit the stop, I went so far around, 900 degrees. I'm trying not to follow Dagger, but there is nothing else for Carter to do. Oh right, Carter to do, yeah. Yeah, we have too many Carters basically. Oh, trying to get the question mark and failed twice. Oh well. Yes, I think we're going to be moving fields in a second. The team behind us is just finishing off. But I agree, it would be nice if we can all stick together instead of everybody dispersing. It is always nice to work as a team. Yes, we do have another mini team, like a breakaway group, over in Fill Number 18. Carson and Brian Phillips are over there. I can only assume they're doing harvesting, but they could be drilling or something, I'm not too sure. Now, it would not be wise to go back down again. I'm hoping Chainsaw 100's forager can actually take that all in one pass, but it won't be a problem if it doesn't. Obviously, you can reverse. Oh yes, and I've just realised that the sound on these things is actually pretty loud, isn't it? So I should knock that down to 20. Otherwise, you may find it hard to hear me. Is that better? I hope it is. Right, so let me just figure out the best place to go to next. I don't know, but I did think before that like 3, 4 and 5 are all pretty good. Let me just see. We're here. Field 24. Is that... Oh, it's harvested. Okay. Field 21. Is that good? Field 21. Oh, my typing today. I can't type for some reason. I assume they are going to all follow. There's no other reason to go anywhere else, I suppose. Come on, team. Let's go. I think I will buy a bigger trailer. Because somebody is either without one or it isn't really suitable. Oh yes, Stevie, just here. Stevie, would you like to have a bigger trailer? We could do the soybean harvest, I suppose, but not with these. Right, I've just given Stevie a much larger trailer. He's going the wrong way at the moment, but I'm sure he'll figure it out. Some people really do want to do the soybeans as a whole crop. It would be very wasteful, but if they really want to do it, then we can do. One of the foragers has gone down there, so maybe. I would say that I'm going to be outvoted here. It looks like we're going to be doing soybeans as whole crop. So fair enough, we will do that. Whatever the team want to do is what we do. But for some reason I seem to have got the majority of the trailers. I'm not too sure why. Well, actually I do know why, but it would be good to disperse them a bit. Now that forager is right down the bottom. So if we start maybe straight through the middle. Whoop! Crikey, that was close. We are very close to the BJ here. Yeah, that was very close. I just crashed directly into the trailer. Right, here we are. I did just explain the reasons why I said not to do the soybeans, but whoever it was who posted the comment just then is correct. Somebody said it doesn't matter because it's multiplayer. Ooh, lag. Server lag as well. Not good. At least I think it was server lag. Oh no, wait, it's me. It's me. I look drunk. There we go. So I'm doing the first pass of this field on a worker, just so it stays perfectly straight. I don't know if it's going to. It looks like it should do. But also if I do lag out, then obviously I won't go swerving across the field, making a total mess, which I've just done back there. So yeah, I think just for this first little section, using a worker would be a wise idea. We've got a forager over there. I'm a forager, obviously. Not myself, but I'm driving a forager. And the other one is over there. So yeah, we're quite evenly spaced. We're going to meet somewhere. I suppose actually the deciding factor is where I go. If I start to go left, we'll meet with that one over there. If I go right, yeah, we'll meet with that one over there. That is quite a lineup. I don't think Alex's auger wagon is going to be suitable though. I don't think it's going to accept in there. Yeah. Anyway, it would be very nice to go to the BGA as soon as possible, just so we can properly appreciate how much we're getting off this field. I would say that I have way too many carters. I have, well, 3 technically, because I don't think Alex's one, like I say, is going to accept chaff. But still, I have too many. Right, we're taking off a worker. We'll go this way. And we'll continue. Oh, the worker has changed it to the header. That forager is towing its own trailer, and it's actually loading into it. I don't know who that is. I can't see the names on anybody, so it could be either Chainsaw or Olis 9, unless they've swapped over. I have no idea. So the other forager is actually coming down our left-hand side. Maybe we should do the approach of going around in the circle. It would probably speed up the entire process. I'll tell you what though, one thing which is going to be a bit of a problem is the passing of the 2 tractors. They're kind of on a collision course there. Yeah, you can tuck in, I suppose. Good thinking from whoever this was. Who is towing this? Is it a Joskin trailer? What is it? I'm not sure. It's Stevie. Good thinking. This is a Joskin, isn't it? Yeah. I thought as much. I'm trying to share trailers as we go past. Yes, Alex is going to have a shock in a second when he tries to load up and it doesn't work. I probably should tell him. It's just if I do tell him, it's going to stop the forager, which will then annoy other players. Shall we just leave it until he figures it out? I don't know. Unless it does work. Maybe it does work for chaff. Now I'm just going to buy this fertilizer spreader, as Heaps Arena wants to spread the field first, just to make it more productive, which is not a bad idea. Let's continue. Where's the other foraging crew? Here they are. There we go. Another trailer is going to be needed over there in a second, I should think. But actually we need another trailer too. How full would that be? About 60%? 70%? I would have thought so. Stevie is 22% full. Okay, they're okay then. It is. What Stevie says there is correct. It is a very nice map. And the reason why it's a very nice map is because it was the official map for Farming Simulator 11. And obviously from experience, we've discovered that the Farming Simulator official maps do tend to be pretty good. We've run out of fertiliser. Apparently this trailed fertiliser spreader needs about, well, I'm guessing about 10 pallets just to get it to fill up the first time round. Let me just buy some more. They're quite expensive. But if it's going to make it more productive, then that is not a bad idea. Okay, that should do nicely. Let's go. In a second, I would like to cart and give somebody else a turn in the forager. But that would mean getting to persuade somebody else to swap. This trailer is still going. It must have only been about 65% full when I said. How much more is it going to take to fill it? Everybody else is having to wait behind until this one moves out of the way. I think we can all agree that it would be wise to fertilise it first, but I think really this is coming back to my initial idea of not actually harvesting the soybeans, because as we know, you don't get an awful lot out of them, so if you do it as chaff, again, you're not getting much out of it, and chaff is worth not an awful lot. It would be turned into fermented silage, but still, I think the best crop for doing this with would be grass, wheat, possibly barley, oilseed rape, that kind of thing. Although actually no, maybe not oilseed rape. Wheat, barley and grass. I'll stick with that. So, is it almost full? Oh, come on, everybody else wants to have a go. Must be so close. But not yet, somehow. We're munching our way through this field though. Ah, here is the fertiliser spreader. To add some productivity. Our money is going up. Somebody sold something. Nathan needs a tractor. When we get to the end of here, I'll buy one. And we're about to get scattered with fertiliser pellets. Just keep your mouth shut and look the other way. Here it is. The expensive fertiliser. So will we instantly see an increase in productivity? I suppose we will do, if that's how it's going to work. Oh, come on, that trailer has to be full. How does it do it? Oh, there we go. It's finally full, and this one isn't going to load, is it? This is a good test. After all that, that was kind of cruel. I should have mentioned it. I'll buy him a new one. I'm just going to do that quickly. After all that, I'll give him a really decent one. Okay, so Blue Ice is taking the lead. Hopefully, when Blue Ice is full, it will be Alex's turn. See, the problem is, I don't really like to stop and type. Because annoyingly, Farming Simulator 17 pauses the... well, it sort of freezes the controls for the machine. So it makes everybody else keep stop-starting. Olis9 says, will you play multiplayer on the mining map? I did actually try and do this, but for some reason the mining map, ever since the update, just before the Platinum Edition was released, for me at least, it no longer works. It just keeps giving me an error and it keeps crashing the game, so I don't know if it's another mod I've installed and it's sort of conflicting with it. I don't think it is, because I did remove most of the mods anyway, or if the map itself just now isn't compatible with the game. I don't know, but I would love to still do that. I would love to do multiplayer in the mining map. So we're getting quite a long way from that side of the field. Should we go back over this side? It probably would be the wisest idea. Yes. I will. Okay, so Stevie has just asked me if I want to swap, and I think we do. So when he runs over here, I'll jump out and he can obviously take the forager. There you go. And we'll take this tractor over here. Or maybe not. Maybe Chainsaw's going to take it instead. Okay, so it looks like we're still in the forager. We'll keep going, and well, I would like to swap eventually. Okay, so Blue Ice wants me to go into that tractor instead, which is very kind of him. He obviously wants to have a go with the forager, which means we can go over here somewhere and yeah, do a bit of carting. So we've got Chainsaw 100 and Farmer Steve just over there, which means they can continue doing loading up of the chaff. I don't think I'm going to be required, you know. We could do something else entirely. It's just that would mean breaking away from the main group, which I don't really want to do. Let me just see how full these trailers are. Oh, fantastic. Alex did manage to get a spot with the loading up. It was well deserved, because, yeah, he was obviously towing the auger wagon for some time, which wasn't ideal. Now this forager, which must be Olis 9, has only got one traction trailer, so maybe we can join in over here. I've just had an idea. Yes, Olis 9 is obviously towing this full trailer, so we could take it over to the BGA and empty it, and then we can return and obviously use our trailer again. Unless somebody else wants to attach to it and use it as well, they can do if they want to. I will just unload this. Okay. So as far as I'm aware, the BGA is just up here. Now originally, I think it still is actually, the pub is up here, and it's just beyond it, from what I can figure out by looking at the minimap. There's Guitar Man. Yes, here it is. I don't even know if that piece of land was there in the original map. It looks like a piece of land which has been stuck to the side of the map. I don't know if it has been. Oh no, maybe that was the area where there's like a small field. I'm not too sure. It makes me want to go back to FS17, no sorry, FS11, we're in 17 now, and just see exactly what it was like. Yeah, I think it was a piece of land, which had a field on it. Oh dear, that's not too good, is it? Nathan, what are you doing? Let's knock it over. Surprisingly difficult to, oh dear, that's made it worse. Go on, go. Oh no. How is it so difficult to upright a tractor? Oh no, it's going to tip over this way. Right, go. Go. Well, you know what? There's only one thing for this. I'm going to have to do a run-up, which I really didn't want to do. Here goes. It has to upright this time. Good. There you go. There you go, Nathan. We're going to empty into here. So this is where it's all been coming to. It doesn't look like there's that much, but if you remember from my episode on Estancia Lapacho the other day, if you've watched it, you'll have seen that about 10,000 litres of this is like the smallest little puddle in the middle. So this is probably over 100,000 litres. We can see that's 53,507, and this one, which is fuller, is 170,000. So actually, yeah, it's over 200,000. Impressive. Okay, so I'm going to leave this trailer here because I don't think it's going to be required for the whole crop. And we'll go back and we'll try and reattach to our trailer if it's still available. If not, then fair enough. You don't leave something around and expect to come back to it. This field here is the first field you ever work in FS11. Here comes the carter, full to the brim with chaff. It's Chainsaw 100. Oh yeah, that's a good idea, Blue Ice. A wheel loader. That would be a very good idea. If we just go on to the wheel loader section, we'll get the JCB, because they're very, very good. And I think a silage fork would be ideal as well. Actually, maybe we should have 2. Yes, we probably should do. Now last week this map was lagging quite badly, but this week it seems to be okay. So I can only put it down to a problem at my end. Maybe I had some strange internet load in the background. Maybe a tab on a website was doing something, I don't know. I tend to minimise or actually close down Chrome entirely, but I don't know. Anyway, yes, let me go and see what else there is. They've pretty much finished there. We'll have to see the end of it. There's a combine harvester. Quite a few things dotted about. Right, okay. So if I just go into the wheel loader section once again, I'll try and get the lever this time. Obviously somebody could take it before me. It's quite easy to lose stuff. Ah, there we go. Nice. So, silage fork. Get that hitched on. I don't have the joystick set up at the moment, which is annoying because it's always the most useful thing to have. The reason why it's not set up is because House Flipper conflicts with it. Well, certainly for me, I had House Flipper running, and if I had the joystick installed, it would. Well, I say installed, I mean plugged in. If I had it plugged in, then it would just make you spin around in circles. So yeah, I unplugged it and I haven't re-plugged it again. I haven't plugged it in again, I should say. So I'm just going to have to use the mouse. But the mouse is still fairly easy to control, so it shouldn't worry anybody too much. Got some sunflowers growing here. I don't know which fields have been planted by players and which fields were already grown when we started the Let's Play. But yeah, doesn't really matter, just as long as we get them all harvested. So the hard work was for nothing. Here is the BGA just up here. Now you see these bits which are missed. I think they have actually been harvested. It's just waiting for the game to sort of ping and update everything. It just likes to do this funny glitch every now and then. It isn't the map, it is actually the game. It's always done this ever since the start of FS11, which is kind of strange. But that field is harvested. Here we are. Let's get a bit of loader work going. Get it all compacted and stuff, get it all leveled off, while the last remaining trailers go to and from the field. Okay, there's already a few people in here. We'll take this pit. I don't know where the JCB went. I bought that first. Oh well, not to worry. I'll just keep driving backwards and forwards over this. 31% compacted so far. The best thing to do is to do it as we go, otherwise it takes absolutely forever. Oh, there it is. Blue ice. Can we pass? That is the question. Maybe. We can. Right, having 2 machines on it is obviously making the compaction rates go up considerably. It's already 50% done, so if we have 2 of us going over it, then that would be the best option. How's everybody else doing? Nathan's in a bit of a pickle over there. The tractor seems to spend more time on its back or on its side than it does upright. I'm not sure why. Bit of ramming as well. Brian Phillips, let's pass. No, last pass, I mean. Where's Brian Phillips? Oh, he must be in the harvesting field. Don't listen to me, I'm talking rubbish as usual. That's it, Blue Ice, we're doing a good job here. Oh, got somebody else, Stevie. The more wheels on here, the better. But I don't want anybody to cover it over just yet, as there is more coming in. Not an awful lot, it's just there will be a bit more. Oh, this 9 is right. FS22 has indeed taken a long time, although which is FS22? Wait, what? FS22? You mean 20? As Heapster Reno says very correctly there. Yeah, he did correct himself actually, to be fair. Yeah, you got me there. It's the kind of mistake I tend to make. I always say the wrong thing. Anyway, what is left? Let me just see. There is a harvester without a driver. And I've got no trailer. Aha, here it is. Farmer Steve, let's finish the job. Here he is. I think he was figuring out a way of opening up the trailer. But I think we've all learnt a valuable lesson from this episode, and that is don't do a whole crop harvest in soybeans. Do a whole crop harvest in wheat or barley, grass ideally I suppose. But as it's multiplayer, we can get away with it. We can do what we want here. This is where we just have fun and enjoy the company of other players. Right, we're just about getting that in. We can finish this end. Is there another harvester over there? Yep. So this is going to conclude today's video. And it's also going to conclude the massive soybean whole crop harvest. Those words don't belong together. Soybeans and whole crop. Just no. There is just no money in it. This field would have been worth a fortune had it been harvested with a combine. And there we go. This concludes our section, and whoever it is over there, I think is just finishing off the two. We'll drive over, have a closer look. Don't think we're needed. Nope. Okay, so that is the field pretty much done. There we have it. I'll go up in the air and we can see the completion from higher up. And there we go. It's done. Did anybody else notice through the course of this video that Stevie actually is not called Stevie? He is spelt Steve, which is quite interesting. You see, it's funny. I don't know what the word is for it, but when you just sort of look at a word and assume that that's what it says, but it doesn't actually say that, it just looks similar. It's always very funny when you realise. But yes, there we go. We're done. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. And as mentioned at the beginning of the video, if you want to, check out Chainsaw 100's channel to see another perspective of what we've just done today. Anyway, until next time, see you again very soon. Bye for now.